A.G. Gaston, economic freedom fighter and civil rights financier. A.G. Gaston was one of the most important icons of the civil rights era in the United States. He was one of the financiers of the civil rights struggle that ended the discrimination of African Americans in America. He was the man who wrote the check that financed the civil rights fight for justice. Social justice must be financed, and A.G. Gaston, the businessman, is the one who provided the funds to fight white supremacy. His finances helped bring down segregation and bring dignity to millions of African American people. A.G. Gaston's business empire included Citizens Federal Savings Bank, Gaston Motel, the Booker T. Washington Business College, Vulcan Realty and Investment Company, A.G. Gaston Home for Senior Citizens, A.G. Gaston Construction Company, real estate businesses. It also included the Booker T. Washington Insurance Company that at the time had about $34 million in assets. His empire included the Booker T. Washington Burial Society, Smith and Gaston Funeral Home, 2 cemeteries, radio stations as well. A.G. Gaston was born in poverty, but was always striving for a better life. He was very entrepreneurial, and his net worth was valued at about $40 million. A remarkable achievement today, and more so in those days for any African American. He was born at a time when Black people were second-class citizens and not supposed to own any property. But A.G. Gaston was a wealth creator and legacy builder. He sold the Booker T. Washington Insurance Company with assets totaling about $34 million to his employees for only $3.5 million, thereby creating wealth for his longtime employees and their families. A.G. Gaston was an economic freedom fighter who believed that economic rights and property rights were key to achieving civil rights. A.G. Gaston employed African Americans with good wages, which allowed them to be empowered to live better lives. He bailed out of jail Martin Luther King Jr. and other incarcerated activists after the Birmingham protests in 1963. A.G. Gaston provided financial assistance to the Tuskegee activists who challenged voting discrimination and were forced out of their homes. He provided a meeting place in his downtown offices for the Alabama Christian Movement for Human Rights organization. He was a civil rights activist who launched many campaigns and allowed many civil rights activists to meet at the Gaston Motel meeting rooms. A.G. Gaston also donated money to the legal team of Autherine Lucy, who in 1955 filed a lawsuit to integrate the graduate school at the University of Alabama. So let's celebrate A.G. Gaston, an economic fighter and civil rights financier.